اينشتاين بيقول التعليم مفهوش ملل، حط نفسك مكاني هتفقد الامل. ملينا المدرسة ونظام صب وكب، شرح طول الوقت عمل لنا دروب. يا استاذنا عقلي مش سبونج بوب، يشرب المعلومة وبعديها يكب. هنا في نوسكول طلعنا من الدروب، لعب مرح تفاعلات هتعجبك يا بوب.
نوسكول Academy. Simply learn different.
Hello everyone, welcome to Nowschool Academy. Today we're gonna complete Unit 2 for some lessons, and we have also some notifications and important notes for you to follow with me. So be with us till the end of the video, and please write your comments below if you want to discuss any point with me, okay? Well, now let's discuss the objectives that we are going to achieve by the end of this lesson. So by the end of this lesson, please help me to be able to analyze a text about different journeys to school. You know that there are some different ways that we can go to school, okay? Some of us may go to school by bus, some others by mommy's car or daddy's car. Some may go to school using unusual means of transport, and that's what we are going to discuss in these lessons, okay? The other objective is to explain facts and points of views. So some of us have different points of views regarding a certain point. So let's know together how to express your points of view. Also, you're going to be able to write about your life and differentiate between different prepositions. So let's get started. Okay, what are the key words of this lesson? The first key word that we have today is culture. Also, we have cycle as a verb, motorbike. We also have canoe, and canoe is a mean of transport. We have the word transport, and we will see what do I mean by this word. Good at, bad at, world. Also, snowmobile. Is it a kind of a new mobile like iPhone, Samsung, and other brands? We will know by the end of the session. We have some other words like follow, like dangerous, like save, like journey, like snow. So, tell me again, if you did this, if you have a general idea regarding these words or no, write in the comments, please, dear students. And before anything else, what do we start our session? Okay, getting our tools beside us. So please get your markers, highlighters, pens and pencils, notebooks, copybooks, school book, an external book or extra books for exercises, a mobile tablet, PC, anything that you can scan the QR code to play games with me and get yourself separated from any kind of distraction. First of all, also scan this code so soon to play the pre-quiz game and return back to me. I'm waiting for you here. Well, guys, where are you? Come back to me, please. You were super excellent in playing such game. Pay attention with me, please, because we're gonna start the lesson of today. We have here the first vocabulary, or the first word that we have in our vocabulary is the verb discuss. To discuss means to negotiate, means to offer a certain point of view, means to talk about something. Also, we have the word project. Project is an organized task that you are asked to perform. And we always use the verb do a project. Don't ever, never say make a project, okay? So say do a project. It's a research, organized work, projects have sequenced instructions to follow. We have here the difference between difficult and easy, and we can say hard and easy, okay? Difficult means something hard, and the opposite here is easy. We have also the word cycle as a verb. To cycle means to ride a bicycle. Okay, we have here the word motorbike, and as you know, I always try to get illustrated images and photos, pictures to get everything clear for you. Even if you know the word, even the word is simple, so you have your aid. The video is a kind of an aid for you and a reference. Also, we have the next word, which is snowmobile. Nihal, we now know what is the snowmobile. This is the snowmobile, something used to walk on snow, something that we ride, okay? It's not a new kind of mobile phones. Because some students, I'm not inventing, some students, one comedy situation that I have met in my life, that some of you or one day, a student tell me, told me, that Miss Nihal, is it a kind of mobile that we can keep it on snow and it gets wet without any spoiling? You see why do I start such story? Okay. Here we have the other word, which is snow as a noun, and snow as a noun means the ice, the white substance from being so cold in weather. Okay? And of course, it's an uncountable noun, so there is nothing called snow or. We can say, and we have only to say snow is, because it's uncountable. And the adjective is snowy. Snowy weather. The adjective is what? Snowy. We add just Y to the end of the word. The other word that we have is a lake, and a lake is a piece of water surrounded by land from all the sides. It's opposite to the island. The island is a piece of land surrounded by water at all sides, okay? The next word is the world and the universe. We can say the earth together. All of the people, culture, landscape, everything forms the world, okay? What else? Yeah, a safe journey and a dangerous journey. So safe is the opposite of dangerous. And of course, they are both adjectives. Here we have something to do or something not to do, okay? So I can say talk, don't talk. Make friends, don't hit your friends or don't hurt your friends, and so on. So we started this kind of sentences using an infinitive form of the verb without any subject. I can say you don't. It's called the imperative form, do or don't, okay? Here is the reading lesson extracted from your school books. So please open this page, read it silently, read carefully the reading lesson, because I'm going to ask you questions and we're gonna discuss some questions related to this part. So I just want you to open the books, whether to follow from them or to pause the video and read silently for 1 minute or something like that till you return back to discuss, okay? Start right now. Okay, let me make sure that you perform this task. So please pause the video, go and scan this code, perform this task or activity and come back to me just to make sure that you were paying attention with me. Quickly, let's complete. Okay, here we're gonna talk about the means of transport or forms of transport. Means that the vehicles that we can take or use to go to a certain place. So we know that we can say car, taxi, bus, train, ship, snowmobile, skateboard, bicycle or bike, anything that you can, lorry, truck, all of these are means of transport. We have some extra words that are newly introduced in your lesson, which is a canoe, a snowmobile, and we've just mentioned it, okay? Let's see how to deal with the means of transport using a certain preposition. You know that the prepositions are on, in, at, under, with, to, for, and so on, okay? So, if I want to just mention directly, and pay attention for this word, directly, the mean of transport, I just say it and before it I use by. For example, to make it clearer, I go to school by bus. That's it, by bus. There is nothing separating by and bus. There is no a or an or the or my or anything. By and the mean of transport directly after it. In this case, use by. Except for foot, we say on foot. So more examples to make it clearer. Okay, I go to school by bus, I go to school by taxi, I go to school on foot. Clear? What about if I want to say a bus, the bus, my car? So there is another word which is going to separate the preposition from the mean of transport. You understand me? Follow please this. Okay, in this case, we can't use by. Why? Because we either use in or on. Some transports or some means of transport we put on with them and some others we put in. Okay? What are the means of transport that we use on with them? On a bus, also on the bus, on their bus, on my bus. Anything that's going to separate the means of transport and the preposition. Any word before the means of transport, any article. On a bus, on a ship, on a snowmobile, on a plane, on a train. All of these words take what? Take on. But in a taxi, in a car, in a canoe, in a truck, okay? So some words take on and the others take in. And you have this all clear in the slide in front of you. But we use by directly after the means of transport or directly before. If we have the means of transport, directly after by. Let's practice together. So I just got here an exercise for you as a kind of practice. You have the exercise, you have the sentences, and you're gonna complete the missing part or the missing preposition, whether it's on or in, or you're gonna put nothing if it's not separated by any article or any word. And you have here the traffic lights reminding you, or just to remember, that we have in, on, or by. These are the prepositions used for means of transport. Now, pause the video, exercise or practice the task and return back to me so quickly.
بنفكرك لو في أي جزئية مش فاهمها اكتبها عندك في النوتس عشان تسأل عنها الأستاذ في الحصة اللايف.
We have here also two words that may be confusing for some of you. What's the difference between in time and on time? Let's represent it and let's resemble it to something clear to make it very easy, okay? We say on time. Can you see my acting? On time. It means sharp, exactly. So when the train arrives on time means that if its schedule is supposed to arrive at 9 o'clock, so it exactly arrives at 9 o'clock, at 9 sharp, okay? But in time means in. There is a gap of time, space, grace period, call it whatever you like, okay? So in time means the train may arrive at 8:45, 10 minutes to 9, and so on. It's early. For that, the opposite of in time is too late. Okay, let's also explain it in different examples. And you have some more examples, by the way. The first example says the flight has left on time. So here, at the exact time or sharp, never before or after, not before or after. I get there in time. For example, I didn't say the example as it is. I get there in time. I get there in time to check in, okay? So in time means 5 minutes earlier, 10 minutes earlier, before the time, okay? Within the allowed period or allotted time. And more examples to illustrate and make it clearer. We have here also other confusing words, which is wake up and get up, okay? You know that wake up means opening your eyes after being sleeping, okay? But get up or get up, that's you get out of the bed, stood, sit, okay? So this is the difference. Also, one great difference between put on and in a certain something, in a red t-shirt, for example, like me today. To put on means the process of putting on, placing the clothes on your body. But in means already the final step, getting dressed already. Also, we have here quiet, and this is regarding the spelling. They are called homophones. They have the same sound, but the spelling and the meaning is totally different. So quiet ends with E means very, too much. But quiet ends with T means calm, silent, the opposite of noisy. You see? Okay, another reading lesson, and I just want you to read it carefully. Extract any kind of new vocabulary, important note, preposition, anything that we've discussed throughout the session, you find it here. Try to plot it out or to highlight it, to write it in your notes, to get clearer and to know how to study the lesson after watching the video. It's a very important thing to do this. To make sure also, how can I make sure that you are paying attention with me throughout what? Throughout the QR codes, the games. So have a break and go and have a drink, scan the code, pause the video firstly, and come back to me so quickly to complete our session. We have one important question in our reading lessons, and of course you've already met. That is, where are you from? Or where is he from? Asking about the place that someone comes from. Okay, where are you from? So the answer of this question is gonna be I'm from. Where are you from? I'm from Egypt. Where are you from? I'm from America, and so on. Also, we have another question if you want to ask about the age. So we can say, how old are you? And the answer, of course, I'm, not I have. I'm 30, I'm 20, I'm 12, and so on. Don't say I have 12 years old because it's a very common mistake. No, it's wrong. Another question in the reading lesson, what grade are you in? What grade are you in? Don't say what are the grade. No, what grade are you in? I'm in grade 7, of course, for you. Okay? You, not me. Also, we have another question asking about the duration or the time limit or period that you did something within it. So we say, how long does it take? How long does it take you to go to school? How long does it take you to finish a unit in studying English? If we are talking using this tense, which is the present, so the answer is gonna be, it takes me half an hour, it takes me 3 hours, and so on. So pay attention regarding this part. How long does it take? The answer is, it takes me. But if the question is in the past, how long did it take? So the answer is gonna be, it took. Okay? Have you seen the difference now? Okay, we have here some example, or one example, I think, in this slide, which is some words. I want to form up the question and the answer of it. So we have here how long, and we have here you, and get to school. Get means to reach, to arrive. So we say it, or we form it how? How long does it take you to get to school? It takes me, for example, half an hour to get to school. This is the answer. We have here the past form that I've just told you about. Did takes what? Did takes took in the answer. What about asking for or about your favorite school subject? So I can say, what's your favorite subject? And the answer is totally expected. I suppose that all of you are gonna say what? Of course, English, I hope. Okay, so what's your favorite subject? If you want to answer whether it's English, it's math, or science, or anything, just you can start the answer using my favorite subject is, or it is, or I like. The 3 ways are correct for answering such question. Some can say social studies, some can say science. I will see in the comments, so write down, go below the video and write down in the comments, okay? What about you? What about you? What's your favorite subject? And I've just asked you. Okay, here I have another question related to subjects. What subject do you have? Or we have today? What subjects we have today? So in this question, someone is asking his or her friend about the schedule, for example, or the timetable that we talked before about. So here, what subjects we have today? What subject do we have in our school day or at school? Okay, so we can answer, we have math and English and blah, 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 okay? What do you like to do after school? I'm really afraid of asking such question because I'm afraid that you will not say we study, we do our homework. So I'm afraid, okay? What do you like to do after school? I like to go to the mall, I like to do my homework, I like to read, I like to sleep, I like to cycle. Okay. When we want to say that we are good in or at English, what do you think? I'm good in English or I'm good at English? If you want to say this, yeah, great. We say using the subject, certain skills that you are good at it or at them. So we say, I'm good at swimming, I'm good at English. After good at or bad at or excellent at, we say the verb plus ing or the noun. As I've just told you now, or as I've just said, I'm good at English, I'm good at learning new languages. For example, learning takes ing and English is a noun. So good at and bad at regarding different and more examples are in front of you. I'm good at cycling. I'm good at anything. You have some more examples to be perfect in this part. So now something that's related to good at or bad at, and focusing more on whether you're gonna forget the ing or no. Just pause the video, scan the QR code, do this exercise, and come back to me so quickly. Okay, another questions that we discuss in the reading lesson. What time? So there is a common mistake that when someone wants to ask about the time and the answer is going to be a definite time, a clock, I mean. So some of you ask using when. No, when is asking about a day, a month, a year. But if the answer is about clock, so just say what time. Okay? What time is the break? It's at 9 a.m. Okay? It's from 9 to 9:30. But if you want to say that this is the time for break, if you remember time for English, so time for, but time of, okay? Here we have some other questions. Answer these questions. Okay, let's do it. What's your favorite subject? I told you that you have the freedom to express it using 3 ways. My favorite subject is, I like, it is. And why? If I want to add or want to know some more information, why? Because it's easy, because I'm good at it, and so on. Who is your English teacher? Who is your math teacher? She is or he is. Start the answer with this. Or my English teacher is Miss or Mr. Okay, the next point here is a task and a QR code. Also, I know that you love this so much. So please pause the video, go and play such game and come to me so quickly. I'm just waiting for you here. Okay, we have here the final quiz of the session. So please go and do it. I know that it's enough, but finish this and let's talk about it. Let's see what's next. Quickly pause the video, finish and come to me. It's the last one. It's written in front of you. Promise me to do it perfectly. Don't get bored. You can pause the video, have a rest and come back. Finished? Okay, after all these points for discussion, let's now sum up all what we've taken throughout the whole session. Right now, it's time for reviewing. So what did we talk about today? We talked about the different journeys to schools. Some may go to school on foot, some may go by bus, some may go on snowmobiles, in a canoe, and you read with me the reading lesson and see that some people living far away from their schools, and the only way is to take a canoe to cross a river or something like that, a lake or this, to go to their schools. Okay, so it's a must. You will never go to school except by this way. Okay. Then we talked about your favorite subjects, some prepositions related to the means of transport like on, in, and by. And also we discussed good at, bad at, and we said that after them we put ing or a noun. This is a kind of mind map summarizing the lesson in the form of points. So try always to do this way in any subject, not only in English, to get everything in front of you just in points, and each point is going to be discussed in detail in your mind after studying. You can make a mind map before studying, of course. So let's move now to the moral value or the ethical value of the session, and it's talking about reading and the importance of reading. You know, if reading is not important, it wouldn't be the first Quranic verse that Allah talks to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the Quran or through the Quran. Okay, so here القراءة أول درجات النجاح. It's very important, something which we can live without. Try to imagine that you don't know how to read. How can you live in our life? How can you go from one place to another? Reading is very important. So please try to apply and try to put these quotes in front of you all the time. You feel that you get bored from the session, you get bored from reading, you don't like even reading stories. So try to love it step by step, okay? Also for the homework, and this is finally, and there is still, actually, to be honest, there is still 1 point after the homework. I will tell you what is it. But try to check the attached files to know what is the homework of you for today. So next session, inshallah, is going to be about some words that are in front of you. Just have a general idea, look them up in the net or through the net or from a dictionary book. Read the school book even if you want to be prepared in any way, okay? So what are the words that we are going to take next time? Has got, have got, personality, look like, appearance, can or can't. We are going to discuss or to say together what are the expressions that when we want to describe someone's appearance and so on, okay? Till we meet again in this video, hope you are all fine, hope you do your homework, hope you replay the video to get every point perfect and you study hard. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
نتمنى من كل قلبنا الحصة تكون عجبتك، وبنقول لك ما تنساش تحل الكويز اللي في المصادر، وكمان تقيم الحصة تحت في التعليقات. منتظرينك في اللايف في حفظ الله.